You might think you know yourself pretty well. But what if there are things about you that everyone else can see, except you? If you keep repeating the same mistakes, over-explaining yourself, or feeling like life keeps pushing you back to the same places, this video might sting a little, but it's the kind of sting that actually wakes you up. In the middle of everyday chaos, most people believe self-awareness is just knowing yourself in a basic way. Knowing what you like, what you don't like, admitting a few flaws here and there. But in reality, self-awareness is a kind of inner vision, being able to see your own intentions, patterns, and blind spots before they take over. Most of us are great at reading other people and terrible at reading ourselves. And when that happens, life turns into a silent loop. Same mistakes, same frustrations, same, why do I always end up here? Today, I want to show you 5 subtle, but incredibly revealing, signs that you might not know yourself as well as you think. Get ready. Some of these you've probably never noticed, but they'll explain a lot. Sign 1, you defend yourself way too fast. Low self-awareness isn't really about who's right or wrong. It's about who reacts on autopilot. When someone calls you out on something, your behavior, your tone, your lateness, do you answer like this? Yeah, but I only did that because I was tired. I didn't have a choice. Example. Think about someone who's always late and always blames traffic. Once, fine. But if the excuse becomes a habit, traffic isn't the real problem. The problem is not being able to look at themselves and say, I manage my time badly. Turn. The more you defend yourself, the less you grow. Excuses don't change patterns. Awareness does. Sign 2. You keep repeating the same mistakes even though you know better. Knowing isn't the same as noticing, and noticing isn't the same as changing. A lot of people say, I know I choose the wrong partners. I know I overspend. I know I go back to bad habits. But they keep doing the exact same thing. Example. It's like saying, I know the stove is hot, but still putting your hand on it. It's not that you didn't know. You just didn't notice yourself in the exact moment you were about to repeat the pattern. Turn. Real self-awareness happens in the 1 second before the behavior, and that's where everything can shift. Sign 3. You blame everything around you without realizing it. People with low self-awareness have an automatic tendency. They explain everything through their environment. My boss is difficult. My family doesn't support me. I just don't have any luck. Of course, the environment matters. But when everything is someone else's fault, you go blind to the only place where real change can happen. You. Example. Someone who never manages to stay in a job and always says, the company is toxic. 3 companies in a row. Maybe the pattern isn't only out there. Turn. The problem isn't seeing external factors. The problem is forgetting your internal role, which is the only one you can actually control. Sign 4, your emotions give the orders, and you obey. Self-awareness is noticing what you feel before it becomes an action, but people with low self-awareness work like this. Feel, act, no pause, no filter. Example, someone sends you a rude message. Before you even breathe, you fire back in the same tone. Then you regret it. That's not a strong personality. That's a lack of inner space. Metaphor. It's like driving a car with the windshield completely fogged up. You're not really seeing the road. You're just reacting to whatever hits the glass. Turn. The emotion isn't the problem. The autopilot is. Sign 5. You avoid being alone with your thoughts. This is the deepest one. A lot of people can't stand silence. They can't stand being alone or stopping for even 5 minutes. Because if they stop, they feel. And if they feel, they have to deal with it. And dealing with it takes work. Example. This person is always playing music, videos, podcasts, anything, just so they don't have to hear their own mind. It's not just entertainment. It's escape. Turn. If you can't stay with yourself, you don't really know yourself yet. Practical application. 3 simple exercises to start building self-awareness today. 1. The 5-second micropause. Before any automatic reaction, a message, an argument, a criticism, an impulse, pause for 5 seconds. That's it. This tiny gap creates inner vision, the root of self-awareness. 2. The golden question. What am I really feeling right now? No vague answers like I'm fine or I'm stressed. Go deeper. Am I scared, frustrated, lonely, defensive? Putting a name to what you feel cuts through a lot of inner confusion. 3. Pattern journal. 3 days. For 3 days, every time something bothers you, write down, what happened? What did I feel? What did I do? What was really behind my reaction? What could I have done differently? In just a few days, you'll start to see patterns you never noticed before. Conclusion, emotional closing. Self-awareness isn't a talent. It's not this special trait some people are just born with. It's a skill, and every skill can be trained. The more you strengthen this inner vision, the less you live on autopilot, and the more you actually live your life. You start to notice your triggers, your cycles, your automatic responses, and you finally gain the one power that truly transforms a life, the ability to choose consciously.